Hi everyone, how are you all doing? Okay, so this is all completely new to me, so we'll just see how we get on and hopefully it will work out just fine. So hopefully you can all hear me nice and clearly. I am going to teach you through a practice which is the goal really is just about reducing anxiety and just about triggering the parasympathetic nervous system and calming the whole system down. So it will be a reasonably short practice, not quite as long as one of the classes I normally teach, um, but it's one that has a really strong effect and is suitable for everybody. So there's lots of things in there that we have practiced before, but at the same time, if you're new to yoga, it can also work very well. So we're going to start just kneeling on the mat. So if you just come to kneel at the back of your mat, and we're just going to rest our hands onto our tummy, onto the abdomen. So you can kneel or you can sit. You can even place a cushion underneath your bottom. Perhaps this is more comfortable for you, or underneath your knees, or you can sit cross-legged if you prefer. So we're just going to rest the hands onto the abdomen, onto the tummy. Okay. And softly closing your eyes if comfortable. So just letting the breath settle here, just inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And just starting to notice the sound of your breath and the softness of your own breath. So just taking a few natural breaths here, just observing the sound, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And then also becoming aware of your abdomen. As you inhale, your abdomen expands just a little. And as you exhale, it contracts. So continuing in this way, inhale, abdomen expands. And exhale, it contracts. So your eyes are softly closed, your shoulders are down and relaxed. Just continuing in this way, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Just observing the soft sound of your breath, the smoothness of your breath, and just noticing the very soft and gentle expansion of the abdomen as you inhale and contraction as you exhale. Just taking a couple more breaths here. And then just moving the cushion away if you need to. And still with your hands resting onto your tummy, we'll start to use the Ujjayi breath. So we're going to inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, inhaling freely through the nose. And as you exhale, just opening your mouth just a little and exhaling. So continuing in this way, inhaling freely through your nose. And as you exhale, just opening your mouth just a little and exhaling. So continuing in this way, Inhaling freely. And as you exhale, it's just a very soft contraction at the back of your throat. Opening the mouth and just observing the sound as you exhale. So it's almost as if you're cleaning your glasses. Just a very soft contraction. So we're going to repeat this breath, but this time with the mouth closed. So inhaling freely through your nose. And as you exhale, keeping that same contraction at the back of the throat, but this time with your mouth closed. Continuing in this way, inhaling freely. Taking a few more breaths, just noticing the sound of the exhale, the very soft contraction at the back of the throat, with the mouth softly closed, and just observing the internal sound, the Ujjayi breath internally on the exhale. Then on your next breath, we'll keep that same contraction there for both the inhale and the exhale. So we're going to keep that breath going throughout the whole practice, using the Ujjayi breath on both the inhale and the exhale. On your next inhale, raising your arms, come up to high kneeling, really open the chest. And as you exhale, fold forward, sweeping the arms back, palms to lower back, forehead to ground. Inhale, the arms sweep up, open the chest. And exhale, returning back down, fingers to abdomen. So we're going to repeat that 5 more times. Inhale, arms raise, lift up through the chest. Exhale, the abdomen draws in, fold forwards. So repeating 4 more times, moving in time with your own breath. Exhale, fold forwards, drawing the abdomen in, forehead to ground. Inhale, lift up, lifting the arms first. And exhale, low kneeling, palms to abdomen. So 3 more rounds in your own breath. Moving in time with your breath. Still observing the sound of each breath, the Ujjayi breath. As you exhale, fold forwards, the abdomen draws in, resting the forehead. Inhale, lift all the way up, shoulders down, chin drawn in. So just twice more, really timing the movement with your own breath. Letting the breath be your teacher, so just observing the sound. Each breath is smooth and consistent. There's no push or no pull. So when you finish, just extending your arms out in front of you and just placing your hands down on the ground so your fingers are nice and spread. And just resting your forehead to the ground. As you inhale, come up to all fours. Chest moves forwards. As you exhale, stepping the left foot forwards between both hands or to the side if more comfortable. And as you inhale, opening the left arm, twisting to the left. Exhale, palm down. We're going to do that twice more. Inhale, open the arm, the chest opens. And exhale, releasing that down. So you're pressing down into the front foot. As you inhale, lift up through the chest. And exhale, back down. Inhale, back to all fours, chest forwards. And exhale, drawing the abdomen in and down, forehead to ground. So repeating on the other side. Inhale, come up to all fours, looking forwards. Exhale, right foot steps between both hands. Inhale, the right arm opens. You can bring your hand to your hip or having your arm raised. And exhale, placing the hand down twice more. Inhale, arm opens. Exhale, releasing back down. Just pausing for a second. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, lowering the hand down. Inhale, back to all fours, looking forwards. And exhale, drawing the abdomen in and down and resting the forehead to ground, shoulders soft, letting the whole arm rest onto the ground. On your next inhale, come back to all fours, looking forwards. And as you exhale, just drawing the abdomen in and down, lowering down, and just pausing for a second. Inhale, come back to all fours, looking forwards. Exhale, releasing that down, the abdomen draws in, and just pausing for a second here. Inhale, moving forwards, spine long. Exhale, abdomen draws in. And just pausing for a second at the bottom of the exhale. So just resting in the pause. And when you're ready, just very slowly coming over to lie on your back. So having both knees bent. If there's any tension in the lower back, otherwise you can have your legs straight if you prefer to. So we're going to lie on the back and we're just going to rest the hands onto the abdomen as we were doing when we were kneeling. So just resting your hands to your abdomen and just feeling the ground through both feet. So it's very light pressing down through your feet onto the ground. And again, just noticing how your abdomen feels. As you inhale, it expands a little. And as you exhale, it draws in and down towards the ground. Just pausing for a second. Inhale, abdomen expands. So still pressing down through both feet, just observing the abdomen rising as you inhale. And as you exhale, it lowers and contracts down towards the ground. Just taking a couple more breaths in this way. And then we're going to start to add some sound to the practice. So we're just going to take some very simple arm raises where the arms raise over the head. Then as we exhale, we're going to use a very simple sound. So we're going to inhale, just raising the arms to a comfortable place. Sha. Pausing for just a second. We'll repeat this 6 times. Inhale, arms open, elbows soft. Just pausing for a second. Repeating twice more as you inhale, the arms raise above you. And as you exhale, using the sound is coming from the belly. And the movement is in time with the exhale, in time with the sound. Just resting for a pause at the bottom. And just repeating once more. Inhale, arms raise, elbows and shoulders soft. Just taking a few natural breaths here. Very, very soft and smooth breaths. Still observing the sound of the Ujjayi breath, a very soft contraction at the back of your throat. Then on your next inhale, you're going to open both arms out along the ground. So having them about shoulder height, your shoulders are grounded, your elbows soft, palms facing upwards. So we can inhale here. And as you exhale, just bringing both knees down towards the left hand side, down towards the ground. And we're going to stay here for 2 breaths. Each time we exhale, just very softly repeating the sound and just pausing for a second. Inhaling, knees come back to center. And we'll repeat on the other side. So exhale, knees come down towards the right. Just coming down as far as is comfortable. It may just be a few inches, it may be all the way down. Pausing for a second at the bottom of the exhale. And we'll repeat once more on each side, or you can repeat twice more on each side if comfortable. So as you exhale, bringing both knees down towards the left, just as far down as is comfortable. You can also place a bolster under your knees if you need to, or a cushion. Knees move back to center as you inhale, moving in time with your breath. As you exhale, just bringing down towards the right, pausing for a second.
Inhale, knees come back to center, feet firmly placed onto the ground. And as you exhale, just lowering your arms back down, just resting your hands, just resting them very gently onto your legs in a comfortable place. So on your next exhale, just drawing both knees in towards your chest, just sliding your hands towards your knees, pausing for a second. Inhale, placing your feet back onto the ground. And as you exhale, your abdomen lowers as the knees draw inwards. Inhale, placing the feet to the ground. Exhale, abdomen lowers as the knees draw inwards, pausing for a second. And just repeating 3 more times in your own breath. Each time you exhale, the abdomen draws in and down as the knees draw inwards, pausing for a second. Inhale, placing the feet back onto the ground. Exhale, abdomen lowers down to your spine, down to the ground. Pausing for a second. And just repeating once more in your own breath. And just returning your hands back onto your abdomen, onto your tummy. And again, just taking a few breaths here. So just observing your abdomen expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. Just pausing for a second at the bottom. So we're going to start to move on the pause at the bottom of the exhale. So we're going to, in the same way, we're going to inhale, raise the arms over the head as we have done before. Then we're going to exhale and internally repeat the sound, sha. And then we're going to lower our arms back down by our side in the pause at the bottom of the exhale. So it's everything we've done before, and we're just putting it all together. Okay, so we're moving on the pause, and we're just doing a very simple movement, just arm raises. So we're going to inhale, raising the arms all the way over the head. And we'll exhale, stay here, internally repeating the sound. Then lower the arms back down in the pause. Inhale. Arms raise over the head. Exhale, stay here, internally, making the sound internally, and then lowering the arms back down in the pause at the bottom of the exhale, palms to abdomen. And we'll repeat this 3 more times. Inhale, arms raise over the head, elbows soft, shoulders soft. Exhale, stay here, repeating the sound internally, and then lowering the arms in the pause at the bottom of the exhale. So repeating twice more in your own breath. Inhale, arms raise, elbows soft, shoulders soft. Exhale, stay here. In the pause, lowering the arms back down. And just repeating once more in your own breath. Inhale, arms raise over the head, elbows soft, shoulders soft. Exhale, stay here, internally repeating the sound. And then lowering the arms back down in the pause at the bottom of the exhale. And when you finish, just taking a few natural breaths here. So we're just placing the hands back onto the abdomen and just observing the movement here. So your legs may be straight, your knees may be bent, whichever is more comfortable for you. And we're going to keep with the same movement that we've been using with the very soft, gentle arm raises. So if there's any tension in the lower back, you can have your knees bent. It's whichever works best for you. So as you inhale, just raising the arms over the head. And as you exhale, just noticing the length of the exhale, the length of the movement. Pausing for a second. Inhale, arms raise above you. And as you exhale, just counting the length of your exhale, of your own natural exhale. Pausing for just a second. So continuing this way, inhale, arms raise. And as you exhale, just internally counting the length of your exhale and pausing for a second. So continuing in this way, inhale, arms open. And as you exhale, just internally counting the length of your exhale and just pausing for a second. So continuing in this way, if comfortable, just starting to lengthen the count of your exhale by just one count as you lower the arms back down. Just lengthening the count by just one count. Pausing for just a second at the bottom of the exhale and continuing in this way. So each time you inhale, your arms raise over your head to the ground. And as you exhale, just increasing the length by just one count. As you lower the arms back down, moving the arms in time with the length of the exhale. So continuing in this way, just every couple of rounds, just slightly increasing the length by one count if comfortable. Okay, so if there's any strain to the breath or you feel any tension or discomfort, just come back a little way, so just reduce the length by just one count. So each time you inhale, your arms raise above you. And each time you exhale, the arms lowering down, just gradually, one step at a time, lengthening the exhale, pausing, resting for just a second, and just continuing in this way. The elbows are soft, the shoulders are soft. Still using the Ujjayi breath. So there's a very soft sound to focus on, and just gradually increasing the length of your exhale and just pausing for just a second. So just taking a few breaths here with the lengthened exhale. Making this your last round. Resting your hands back onto your abdomen. And just taking a few breaths with a new lengthened exhale. Either just internally counting this new length, or just observing the new length, pausing still for just a second. When you're ready, just starting to just deepen your inhale and your exhale just a little. Just taking a few deep breaths here. As you inhale, your abdomen expands, and as you exhale, it contracts. And when you're ready, just very slowly coming over onto one side and just coming to sit comfortably on your mat, sitting cross-legged or kneeling, whichever is more comfortable. Still having your eyes softly closed. And just observing your lower back lifting upwards, away from your pelvis. Your middle back's lifting upwards. And your upper back, so your spine is nice and long. Just taking a few natural breaths here. And then bringing your palms to the centre of your chest, just letting the outside of your palms just very softly touch each other. Taking a couple of natural Ujjayi breaths, just inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And when you're ready, just bringing your chin down towards your fingertips. And just softly opening your eyes when you're ready. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Do send me an email or call me if you need to, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.